Good morning, it's Jolene here from Chi Lifestyle. Okay, so we're going to do our weekly readings for you, but I am using 3 different decks. Okay, so this is going to be a pick a deck card, reading this week. Okay, so what I've done is I've got 3 decks here, the green one, the angel one, and the ascending masters one. So this one's a spirit guide, angels, ascending masters. So if that's something you want to choose, and pick that. Maybe you just like the colors. Sorry, weird noise there. Maybe you like the colors, or deck 1, 2, 3. I pulled 1 tarot message per deck, tarot card. So it will give you your ultimate theme for the week, what you need to concentrate on, or whatever it is that you need to know. Okay, so you decide what it is that you want, and we will start with pile number 1. Welcome to those of you who chose pile number 1. Okay, so the first card we have is your tarot message. So they're asking you, this is the 4 of Swords, so they're asking you to spend the week going within. Okay, so this is all about meditating, praying, just closing yourself off to the outside world, which is not very difficult right now at our present moment, is it? So this is really a week where they're just saying, look, you know, you're going through something at the moment. Maybe you've got decisions, maybe there's some choices in your life, maybe you just don't understand what's going on at the moment, and so you need to go within. Okay, they're trying to tell you that the answers are all there. I had quite a funny epiphany this week when it came to life and karma. It was just a thought that came to me. And my analogy has always been, so when you are born, think of yourself as a tree. Okay, so as you are born and growing, the roots start to spread out. Okay, and your roots are everything that you develop from childhood. So it's from your mom and your dad and your surroundings, where you were born, what environment you were born in, anything from the outside world that might affect you. Okay, and those are your roots. So again, you will receive majority of who you are with the surroundings. Okay, as you start to grow up, you start to develop branches, and those branches are now becomes your paths. Okay, the different paths that you can choose in your life. Now, I've always said 10% of your life is predestined, 90% is up to you. So each one of those branches can take you to a different path or destination. Okay, however, if you stick to your trunk and your roots, and you know where you are supposed to be, you should be choosing the right branches. However, we don't always know who we are and what we are, and often we get affected by our childhood or by our belief system. So if your family was super religious, that will be your belief system. If your family was abusive, that will be your belief system. If your family is divorced, that would be your belief system. So we get our belief systems from our childhood, which sometimes affect the branches that we take. Okay, and that's why I always say, you know, your inner child is the innocent child. It's the real you. It's who you actually are. It's not your circumstances. It's not your parents. It's not your environment. It's not whether you're rich or whether you're poor or whether you had to do without. It's who you actually are. Okay. If you choose the wrong branch, you will often find that everything goes wrong. Okay, and you don't ever understand why. And a lot of people blame God, they blame everyone else, and instead of going, I chose the wrong branch. So I think that's what I see as karma. So it's not necessarily a punishment, it's just reestablishing the fact that we sometimes choose the wrong way, and that creates a unhappy environment, an unhappy situation. Okay, so again, your card is to go within. Your card is to figure out, who are you? Where did you come from? Why are you the way you are? Why have you chosen the wrong paths? Okay, because at the end of this month, at the end of this cycle, when we all come out, it's time for you to choose a new branch. Okay, what branch are you going to choose? Is it the same old repeating cycle where you continuously choose the wrong branches and end up with the same old result? Or are we going to start a new branch with a new you, better life? Okay, my analogy for the week. Okay, so this is your deck that you've chosen. Let's get your messages. Other than that, what else does my pile number one need to know? What else? Stay focused. Interesting. Oh, wow. Okay, so we have a few messages, maybe a lot. Okay, so you've got the You Can Do It card. Okay. Detach from the drama. Well, there we go. That just confirms that. Spiritual law of attraction. What do you want to attract? You are seeing the situation accurately. Okay, so go within. You know the answers. And find a blessing in your current situation. Okay, so, well, the stay focused, the detaching from the drama, and finding blessings. I think those ones will kind of go together right now. Okay, so what it's saying is, detach from the drama. You might have drama in your life. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's your friends, maybe it's on social media, and there's just, I know there's a lot of people with a lot of theories, and people are fighting, especially with the disease. You've got people who are we need to go out and work because we need money and we are starving and the economy is going to fail, and then you get the people going, we need to actually be at home because we are contributing to this disease, and there's a lot of fighting and drama, and what they're saying is detach. Okay, so that goes hand in hand with this. Detach from the drama, go within, go quiet, lock the doors, turn off the phones, go within. Stay focused. Again, stay focused on you. Stay focused on your path. Stay focused on what you want. Okay. Then you got find the blessings in your current situation. Okay. So again, sometimes even when things in your life are bad, there's always something to be thankful for. And sometimes it's the fact that you're alive. Okay. There's a blessing in front of you. Okay. And sometimes we can't see the blessing because we're so busy looking at all the bad stuff around us. Whether it's, I cannot leave my home, I might have lost my job, I might be sick, or might have a family member that's sick. Whatever it is in your life right now that's not working out, find a blessing. Okay. There's a blessing somewhere along the line. You just need to find it. And you can do it. Okay. So this is the card, You Can Do It. You have got everything in your power to do what you want. You can bring about the results that you want, and you know it because you can see it. Okay, that's your third eye. Sorry, I know this is backwards, so it's difficult. But so what it is so let's just look at the imagery rather than the words. Okay, so this is Horus. Oh, sorry, my hands are shaking for some reason. Okay, so this is Horus, and that's the god of vision. It's seeing things using your third eye chakra. Okay, so again, if you feel like there's something in your life that you're battling with and you don't know what the answers are, they're saying yes, you do. Okay, you do know the answers. You have it within you. It's within the answers are within you, and that's why it's so important for you to go within. Okay, pray, meditate. This is your message for the week. Okay, you can do it. Okay, and then spiritual law of attraction. Again, we are constantly manifesting. Where's your next branch coming from? Do you want to carry on again in your current branches where you constantly getting the same results? There's a saying, and I want to say it, and it's going to come out wrong because I can't think of it, and that is. Madness is doing the same thing and expecting a different result. Something to those lines. Maybe if you can remember, you can comment down below. But that's exactly it. Do you want to continue in your madness? Do you want to continue doing the same things and getting the same results? Do you want to continue in relationships that no longer serve you, with people who don't appreciate you? Do you want to continue in jobs that no longer serve you, with people who don't appreciate you? If not, then choose a new branch. And it's now time to manifest it. Spiritual law of attraction, what you think about is what you send out, and is what comes back in. You don't believe you're good enough, you will continuously bring people that won't believe you're good enough. You will miss out on the blessings. You will continuously have drama. Do you really want this drama, this cycle? Stay focused. Stay focused on what you want. Stay focused on what you need. Sometimes when something ends, whether it's a job, whether it's relationships, it's God's way of going, I'm so tired of seeing you on this circle. I'm so tired of seeing you on this Ferris wheel. It's time to get off. Okay, pile number 1, that's your message for the week. I hope it resonates with you, and please comment down below, like, comment, subscribe. I'll chat to you all soon. Hello, pile number 2. Okay, so what is your messages for the week? Temperance. Okay, so your major weekly message is temperance, and that is finding harmony and finding balance within your life. Okay, so something in your life is out of balance, it's out of harmony, and you need to now bring it back into alignment with who you are. Okay, what you want. Right, let's see. Please give me some angel cards for pile number 2. Self-acceptance. Okay. Please give me angel cards for pile number 2. Number 2. Body care. Messages do we have for pile number 2? Forgiveness. Interesting. Blessings. Wow. And now they're flying out. Give me one more for pile number 2. One more card. Romance. Wow. Okay. So, maybe you have an unbalance in your romantic life. Okay. You might be with a husband or wife or partner at the moment, and they're driving you insane. And maybe there's not a lot of harmony in your romantic life at the moment. Okay. And what they're saying here, this is quite an interesting one. Okay, so maybe in your romantic, and it doesn't have to be, a husband and wife or, boyfriend, girlfriend, partnership, romance. It just can be love. Maybe there's an imbalance between love and you and your families, love and you and your kids. There just might be an imbalance at the moment in your love life. And what they're first of all asking you to do is to find the blessings. Okay. Now, very often when things in our life are going wrong and we're feeling a little bit upset and especially at the moment, you might be tied up with someone you don't really want to be with at the moment, and there's a lot of frustrations and irritations, and maybe you guys are fighting along. And what they're saying is just count your blessings at the moment, okay? Don't focus on the bad stuff. There's it's very difficult for us to all be positive at the moment when we've got so many negative things around us. And all they're saying is just count your blessings, okay? Things are going to improve. Things will get better. Count your blessings. Forgiveness. So again, if there's conflict that you're having in your life, it's time for you to forgive, whether it be yourself, whether that be someone else. But forgiveness is now affecting your romantic life in some way or form, and maybe that's why there's a bit of unbalances or not having harmony in your life, because you're holding on to some anger or something. Maybe your partner said something or done something, maybe your children, maybe your parents, maybe your siblings, or whatever it is. Let go, okay? It's time for you to forgive and to rather find the blessings. Okay, so these two go hand in hand, and that is self-acceptance and body care. Okay, so I think maybe this is what's affecting you at the moment, and this is why you're feeling unbalanced. I'm not one to lecture at the moment. I'm a creative soul and I love to create, but unfortunately I didn't have the stuff that I needed to do a lot of creating and all the things I've been putting off because I've been putting it off. And now I'm like, well, one thing I can create is different dishes. I love cooking, I love creating. If you watch my other videos, you'll know I've made my own mayonnaise. I'll probably on my Instagram page put up everything that I've done. So I've made chocolate brownies for Easter brownies for Easter. I created, little Easter house out of recycled stuff. I have done a painting. I've done a lot of things, but my body cares a little bit out at the moment. I actually started last week. I started a YouTube dance exercise class in 15 minutes, and I was done. So body care might be important for you right now, and it might also be affecting your love life. Again, with this disease, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to be more healthier. We need to. It's time for a detox. You might have a week left of your self-isolation. You might have 2 weeks, you might have 3 weeks. And if you are able to maybe spend these next couple of weeks, doing a bit of a detox. I know here we don't have access to alcohol and stuff, and this is probably a good thing. Maybe the angels are going, you know what, you need to detox. So I was just very good, and I went and bought oranges and carrots and ginger and everything, and I'm going to do juicing this morning. So that's my creativity this morning, is doing juicing, which just helps with my body care. And then self-acceptance. Often one of the things that often affect relationships is your not accepting yourself, not loving yourself enough. Okay, we feel like we need to be a certain way, and sometimes that goes back to childhood, it goes back to our parents. In pile number 1, I had a bit of an analogy about, who we are, and how what we come from and our background affects us. And a lot of the times, somewhere from childhood or somewhere, not necessarily your parents, could be your friends, could be your siblings, someone tells us that we're not good enough. And what happens is we take that not good enough, and sometimes it's just a relationship, a bad relationship. Someone might have said, well, you're a bitch, or you're an arsehole, or whatever it is, and this is why I treat you badly, and then we accept that, which is never good. Okay. And so what they're saying is, take care of your body, but this is quite important, is to accept yourself. You need to believe that you are lovable, no matter who you are. As long as your intentions are good, your intentions are pure. So if you've got good values, good morals, and good intentions in life, the rest shouldn't really matter. Okay, maybe that's where your forgiveness needs to come. Maybe you needing to forgive yourself. Maybe you have not accepted the best life for yourself, and you need to now accept it. And the only way you can do that is to sit with yourself every day, look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love you. I am enough. That is like one of the most powerful things I actually ever read. And when I'm feeling very low, and we all make mistakes. No one's perfect. We all screw up. We everyone's got a past, and that past is somewhere along the line. Doesn't matter how good you are. And if you cannot accept and forgive yourself for whatever you've done, you're going to bring about negativity. You're going to bring about terrible romantic partners. And it doesn't necessarily mean that the partners you bring in are terrible, but they're terrible for you. Someone might be a good person, but that doesn't necessarily make them a good husband, good wife, good boyfriend, good girlfriend. Because remember, we choose partners who trigger us. They trigger out and they bring out the bad in us. And if you believe that bad, you're going to give it back. Okay, I've always said, I'm a Libran, Queen of Swords here. If I'm like the Queen of Swords and the Empress. When I'm happy, I bake shit and cook and clean and decorate houses and make things all pretty. When I'm bad or when I'm pissed, I'm the Queen of Swords. I whip up my sword and cut out the shit in my life. And also I'm balanced Libran, haha. But again, it's normally when you feel like you're in defensive, somewhere in your life, your romantic life maybe, I mean, somewhere in your situation at the moment, you're feeling defensive, or you're feeling like you're not good enough, and when you don't feel like you're good enough, once again, you're going to constantly bring people in that believe you're not good enough, okay? So, yes, that's my message for you this week. I think the main thing is to find a lot more balance, go within, find the harmony in your life. Body care is quite important. So exercise, if you can't get out your house to exercise, do yoga, do meditations, Pilates, look up an exercise on YouTube. Watch what you're eating, watch what you're putting in your mouth, in your body. If you can stop drinking and smoking at this time, it would be great. But most importantly, accept yourself and love yourself. Okay, so that's my message for you for the week. I hope you have a good week, and I'll chat to you soon. Hello, welcome to those who have chosen pile number 3. Okay, so what is your message for the week? 4 of Rods. Okay, so that's a nice message for the week. The 4 of Rods is very much a card of success, okay? It's about bringing in family. It's very much the card of spending time in your home in harmony, happy families, happy homes, okay? It's quite a nice card, and let's see what other messages it is for you for the week. So maybe it's, you might be with your loved ones at the moment, and boredom. Interesting. Maybe you're bored with your loved ones. You're finding a lot of boredom right now. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, wow. Warrior, that's too many cards. I'm going to take the first one. Shadow. Okay, let's see what else. Okay. Give me 2 more. Oh, okay. Celebration. This is also the card of celebration as well. It's like weddings as well. It's interesting. I think that wanted to come out. Okay, solitude. Very interesting. All 3 piles have got some form of solitude or some form of needing to go in and find balance. Okay, so so your theme of the week is family and home. Maybe obviously with you're in isolation and you're needing to focus a little bit more. You might be a little bit bored at the moment, and bringing a need for competition. So fights, maybe that's why the theme is of your family and your home at the moment. Maybe there's a lot of fights that you're dealing with at the moment, and fights bring out the shadow side. Okay, so I think straight away, I mean, you're possibly needing a bit of solitude, and maybe you're just needing some time away from your family. Okay. You have got the celebration card. So maybe you're about to attend a wedding, or maybe you're in the processes of planning a wedding, or planning something to celebrate. Maybe it's the birthday month, or someone in your family celebrating a birthday. Maybe this week you're celebrating a birthday somewhere or someone in your family. You got the competition card is very much, again, it's the card of fighting. It's your warrior guides, and it's saying, fight for a cause, not necessarily fight in order to win. Okay, so if you and your family are fighting a lot at the moment, fighting for the sake of fighting never brings out a good result. Okay, fight for a cause by all means, but not in a way that brings out your shadow. If you are fighting with people at the moment, it's bringing out your shadow. That's the angels. It's just a nice little. It's the card of just watch what you say, okay? Because often people trigger the bad in you. You can be a very good person, and someone can trigger the bejesus out of you, and it can really bring out the bad side, the ugly side of us. So they're just saying at the moment, I think these are definitely going together. Watch the fights and make sure you're not being nasty. Make sure your words are not that forked tongue. in your situation. If it's not you, then maybe someone around you is having a bit of a forked tongue. And maybe the reason being is you're bored. That's what's bringing out all this competition. That's what's bringing out all this nastiness. And you're bored. What you're needing is solitude and something to celebrate. You're needing to find joy. That's your joy guards. So you might battle to find solitude. And you know what? Maybe just say to your family, time out. I need time out. Please, whether you can, if you're a man, go to your garage and sit and fiddle with whatever you guys do in your garage. If it's a woman, you might need to sew or knit or read books or whatever. You need to say to your family, look, just please give me time out. I'm needing some time away. And whether that's, I need 10 minutes every morning to have my tea or my coffee in a quiet place. And sometimes that's difficult, especially if you've got kids. And maybe you need to sit your kids down and say, Mommy needs time out. Mommy just needs 5 or 10 minutes to sit in my room, to sit wherever you can sit. I need time out. I need some solitude right now, because that's why Mommy's being a little bit angry, or, as a wife, this is why I'm being a little bit angry and snappy, and I'm being a little bit nasty right now. I need some solitude in my life. Even if I go and lock myself in the bathroom and have a nice bath and soak. Okay. And celebration, again, you want, the ultimate thing is to have the happy home, the happy wedding. This is both part of celebration and weddings. Maybe you've got something, and maybe it's just time to, find joy. Make things, if you've got children, there's 2 little children here. If you've got children, take a bit of time out for yourself. By all means. This is about, also this card is card of giving. As you can see, there's a guy that's got a heart, and he's handing his heart down to people. Okay. And what that is saying to you is it's time to give. But give in a happy, positive way, not in a competitive way. Find ways to find joy. So go within, in your solitude, and think to yourself, what makes me happy? Can I make candles, create things that maybe my kids can bake with me? So what if you make a mess? Really, let them make a mess. Let them get egg all over the floor and all over their hands. This is not really a time for you to really worry about the dirt. This is a time to come together as a family. So, say to the kids, it's cell phones away, all technology, TV's off. You're going to sit around the table like we used to do in the old days, and we're going to play games. You've got to bring some joy back into your life. If you are alone and you don't have a family, and that's why you maybe you are too much in solitude, and all of this boredom is creeping in, then go online if you can. Join a community. Again, with the boredom card, giving will definitely give you a reason to celebrate. It will bring a lot of joy. I know it's also very difficult to get out there, but give, whether you want to donate to a channel or donate to a worthy cause. If you can, maybe sew blankets, knit blankets, or whatever. Do something where you're giving to someone. If you're alone, again, create the community. There's people out there that are needing you. I can promise you now, whether you even go shopping for a neighbor, get onto social media and say, guys, who needs help? Because by helping someone else, it will definitely, it's going to give you a need to celebrate. It's going to make you feel really, really, really good. And you can create a family. If you're away from your family at the moment, find a way to get in touch with your family, do FaceTime, do a FaceTime date. This is not a time that self-isolation is physical, it shouldn't be emotional isolation. So say to your friends, guys, can we have a morning tea, or can we have a glass of wine, and let's go on Facebook Live, or let's create a party. You can celebrate, gather all your friends in a group and on Facebook and do a Facebook Live chat. Read a book to kids, via YouTube. There's so many ways that you can find joy and celebration right now. But yeah, find a way to bring happiness more to your family, and this is your ultimate goal this week. Okay, I hope something in there is what you needed to hear. I hope you have a good week, and I will chat to you later on the week with a love reading. Okay, take care.